Hello guys and girls and welcome to the team builder for the quarterfinals of the 9th season of the GBA. We are facing Emvee and the San Diego Chmchargers, so we are having our rematch from the match in the season. So yeah, it turns out it was worth it to not bring our first choice squad in the regular season since we face him right away in the playoffs. There was actually a chance that we might face Leo this time, and if we would have done that, then I would have probably preferred using the best match right away, because of course you can never have a guaranteed win or something like that, but or a guaranteed win and then use this team versus Emvee, so we get a shot at using this team. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, of course, we lost to Emvee in the regular season. We played a lot of times. I managed to win versus him one time, and I think he won versus me 2 times, maybe even 3 times. I think 3 times since we won a division at one point. So yeah, he's definitely in the history is in his favor right now, but this could be the first step to try to even it out, because even if you win, I mean, I guess we're still behind. But to be fair, it's a playoff match, so maybe we count that double. But I make the decision to you. But if you make count double and he wins, we're actually 5-1 behind him, so maybe you don't want that. But either way, it's time for a rematch. Let's concentrate on that, and yeah, let's go with team building, because last time I didn't do a team builder for our match. So let's do that real quick. Here he has the Girachi Origin, Lugia, Mega Diancie, Alolan Keldeo, Bronzong, Shaman, Dugtrio, Raikou, Umbreon, and Empoleon, the Keldeo and the Raikou being a Z-move users. So, first thing which stand out for all teams, to be fair, are the Uber picks he has. And he has Girachi Origin and Lugia, so he has very bulky Uber picks in both those two. They are very bulky. They're not as offensive as the usual Uber picks the other people drafted, including myself. And so it's always annoying to wear them down, because they're still, like, it's not like they're weak. They're Ubers. They're always got to be strong. It's not like you have something with like only 80 attack in Ubers. I mean, there are, but no one drafted that. So they're still hitting hard, but they're just so painfully to take down. They hit like decently hard, and he has offense in the rest of his team. He has Mega Diancie, which is super offensive. He has Keldeo, he has Raikou, which are big problems. The Dugtrio is super annoying for my team, because I have a lot of mons, or I have a decent amount of mons you could trap. Mainly the Mega Lucario, the Jirachi, and the Scizor. Like you can see, I don't bring Scizor, but I still have Jirachi and Lucario, which don't want to be trapped. So my biggest trap, my Mega Lucario, can just close to always be revenge killed by Dugtrio, barring I come with some fancy stuff, like the Magnet Rise last time. Which I won't be doing this time. Spoiler alert. But yeah, his Z-move users are a bit scary. Raikou and Keldeo, they both have common Z sets, and I have to look out for that. But they have, the problem with those two is they have a lot of other sets, which, like, it's not like Z is their premier set, like what you see all the time. They have so many other good things. It could be Scarf, Specs, Assault Vest. Keldeo could be physical, which I actually was expecting last time, since I have a Zoomer, which is a great check, but physical Keldeo just poison jabs that thing at +2 and stuff like that. So he might actually bring him this time. It might still be Z, like Z Close Combat, for example, to outcome my Kyurem or something like that. But yeah, Diancie is a big problem, but I do have the Jirachi, that's why I didn't brought last time. And then he has a lot of bulky mons like the Bronzong and Umbreon and Empoleon. So keeping our hazards versus him is gonna be tough. So he has Mega Diancie, he has Magic Bounce, he has Lugia, is a great defogger, he has Girachi, which is a great defogger, and he has the Empoleon, which is a great defogger. So it's gonna be difficult to get up hazards. I mean, not as difficult as that, because the only Mega Diancie prevent that, and a few taunt users, of course. But keeping them up is going to be a struggle versus him. But yeah, I think that's my analysis. Fun fact, he never brought Shaman so far. So I don't know why he doesn't like Shaman, or if it never fitted in the matchup. I did not look into it. But he never brought Shaman so far. So I actually would be surprised if he brings it this time, because Shaman is like, meh, versus my team, I want to say. But yeah, just as a refresher for you, last time he brought the Girachi, the Lugia, the Keldeo, the Dugtrio, the Umbreon, and Empoleon. If I would have to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he brings the same things, but one thing I think he will change is the Umbreon, because that was last time it was just set up further for Lucario, and actually would have lost him the game if I was a Lucario priority. So if something of that drops, most likely it's going to be the Umbreon, but what comes instead, I don't know. He has a lot of options. He could bring Mega Diancie, he could bring Raikou, could bring Bronzong, could actually bring Shaman, to be fair. So yeah, that could change up. But set-wise, I'm not going to go too into much. Last time he brought Choice Specs Lugia, which was pretty heat. I'm not pretty sure if he would bring the same, and the rest was pretty standard, to be fair, the other mons. Like I said, physical Keldeo is something I want to look out for. But either way, that's enough of his team. Now let's go over mine. Let's start with Mega Lucario, and this time we're not bringing Magnet Rise, we're still bringing a physical variant with Media Mash, Drain Punch, Extreme Speed, and Bulk Up this time. Because what we want, basically, is not to get Revenge Kill by Dugtrio, And 2 or 3 ways to do that is one, have a main rise up so he be immune to the Earthquake. The other thing is be faster than him and be able to revenge kill him if he doesn't have the sash up. Or with priority if the sash is broken, stuff like that. That's why you have extreme speed. You could run agility potentially as well. And the third thing is be bulky enough to lift the Earthquake, and how we can enable that is with bulk up. That's what I thought of bulk up. Basically, if you are +1 defense, Earthquake is not doing all that much. Since Dugtrio is not that strong, he would have to be banded to Okawas, and if he's banded, he just dies to +1 extreme speed. So, I don't think... Does he die? Actually, would have to do the calc again. But either way, he dies to +2 E-speed, I know that, but I don't actually know with +2 and +1 since we run bulk up. But either way, that's my plan, basically. That's why I have Drain Punch as well, since if I get a few bulks up and then like I take some damage with like some weaker mons, I still want to Drain Punch up, get the recovery, and get out of range of the Earthquake from Dugtrio. That's basically the plan. Steel is like last time I had Hone Claw's Iron Tail, because Steel is just... He has way too good fighting resist. He has 2 Ubers, Giratina, Lugia. Way too good fighting resist, so I mainly have to rely on a Steel Step on Lucario, which is the thing which is... adaptability boosted. That's why I still have Meteor Mash. And that's why I think the fighting step is not as bad. And then I have Extreme Speed over like Bullet Punch, because he could bring Scarf Kelio, and Scarf Kelio is resistant to Bullet Punch, so I'd rather have Extreme Speed, which I can hit for more damage. But yeah, that's Lucario for you. Now, to open up the door for him, I have here Extra Bell, Physical, Landorus with Earthquake, Rock Slide, Outrage, and U-Turn. Outrage there is only for the Giratina. Giratina is a premier check to Landorus. Obviously it's floating, so it's not hit by Earth Power. The best thing I have to hit it is Fairy Outrage, which is pretty out there. Like I don't really know if you would expect that. Or Knockoff, which he is weakened because since he has to run his Orb thing, so the Knockoff is weakened and not as strong versus him. But with Extra Belt Outrage, actually after Rock Slide, Oko, it doesn't matter what variant of Giratina is. After Rock Slide, Outrage will kill him with the Extra Belt boost. And yeah, just max speed here, enough speed for Mega Dancy obviously here, and this is just max speed, so I can outspeed potentially a max with Shaman and a lot of other things as well. Then Earthquake, of course, Snap, Rock Slide for all the things which are floating, which are not Giratina, like the Lugia, I hit best with that, and then U-Turn for Momentum. The thing I don't really hit with that is the Bronzong, but I don't really think Bronzong is all that good with me. He didn't bring it last time. If he doesn't bring Diancie, I can basically click Outrage more freely as well. Other than that, I have to be careful, because obviously if I click Outrage, I might surprise kill the Giratina, which is awesome for my Lucario, for example. But if he still has Diancie, or just goes into Diancie, has 1 free turn to hit me, and I will most likely die. So I have to be careful when to click Outrage if he has a Mega Diancie. So next up, we have our check to Mega Dancer. Actually, speaking of that, we have Jirachi with Iron Head, U-Turn, Icy Wind, and Stealth Rock, and the Papa Berry. So I have enough max HP, close to max special attacks, so that 2 Earth Powers very likely bring me in Papa range. Sadly, even max special defense wouldn't guarantee me to not be 2k over Earth Power. So I decided to run that, which still gives me good chances. And I do have some speed here, because I don't want to be speed creep basically or something. Actually, what this is speed creeping for, it's pretty funny. This is enough speed to guarantee outspeed and max speed Empoleon. So I just was looking at his team and I was thinking, okay, could go for no speed Lugia, could go for that, but like he will have some speed in Lugia. I'm not expecting him to be no speed, and speed creep for something like Giratina, max speed Giratina, then I would have to put way too much speed. So the only thing which really made sense was like max speed Jolly Empoleon, in case he wants to bring the heat and brings like SD Empoleon, something like that. So yeah, actually outspeed that, and then you have Iron Head, main step, of course the Diancie, of course, U-Turn for Momentum, and then you have Icy Wind, as the Rocks for Rocks, obviously. Icy Wind is mainly there so I can slow down some of his mons. I was thinking, okay, what can I do to prevent, for example, Jirachi to just get trapped by Dugtrio? So since I'm max HP, Dugtrio is not that strong, I do live an Earthquake, but obviously I don't live 2. And for example, what I could do is I go for Icy Wind versus him when he tries to trap me. I'm at 4 HP. And then I hit him up. He's slower than me, and then I go for Iron Head and kill him. And my Jirachi still lives, and I get my berry and all this good stuff. So, and it helps with my last one here as well, which we will see later. In general, he has a lot of mons, which if they're just slower than some of my mons, it's just so much better. That's why I thought Icy Wind might be cool. Like I said, I'm minus special attack, so this is not for damage. Like, I'm not running this for damage. I'm running this to slow things down. Obviously, I could run Body Slam potentially as well to paralyze things to make them slower, but that I don't like. This happens 95% of the times. Body Slam only 60% of the time. So I'd rather have the safe speed drop and then have something going on for my other mons. Because like you can see right here, my team is actually not that quick. Like this is my quickest mon. Then we have Extra Belt Landorus, and then actually it's Jirachi. Because let's go to the next mon. We have here Kyurem-Black. Last time we had an Assault as a Kyurem-Black. With a pretty similar set, like I just said, Ice Beam over Freeze Shock and different IVs. But this time I have Ice Beam Z Freeze Shock because I want to kill, basically. Something dies with this set. Fully physical is the way to go because then Freeze Shock has the most power, Dragon Claw is there. Since I don't have Ice Beam, I still want to have something to hit the Giratina for good damage. Shadow Claw there for the Bronzong, which resists everything else, and then Fusion Bolt, obviously, as good electric move, hits the Empoleon, hits the Lugia, and all this good stuff. I mean, Shadow Claw hits Lugia as well, Fusion Bolt is stronger, and Freeze Shock just basically gives me a kill. Then for the spread, speed is actually the same. Like you see, 124 speed, it's the same for Max Speed Empoleon, because it was the only thing which makes sense, and I don't want to be creeping no speed. Kyurem. And then for the bulk, this is actually pretty, like, looks like random bulk, but this is actually enough bulk, so I guaranteed live one Moonblast from Diancie. Not after rocks, like, after rocks I die to a Moonblast, it does, like, max 99%, so I actually have to be at full 100% health, but Mega Diancie is a very good Monster Break in versus Kyurem-Black just to revenge killers. Like, let's say, okay, I get my kill with Kyurem versus one of the slower, like I say, I kill Empoleon with Fusion Bolt, then he brings in Diancie, and he thinks he kills me, but nope, I click Z Freeze Shock, he's dead. So we can get rid of Diancie as well. He might even over-predict, like go for Earth Power, predict my Jirachi, and then boom, I take very little damage, and we have the Diancie dead. So what this bulk, like I said, it's a pretty situation, I have to be exact max HP for it to happen. But in most scenarios, it just gives you the safety, like obviously me taking a Moonblast is bad. I don't want my Kyurem ever having to do that, but it gives me the safety of allowing basically and capitalizing on Emvee trying to be aggressive. Like he wants to predict something, and I guarantee live. I can just I live either way. Just click this button. So that's why I like these switch, just for some safety basically. But yeah, that's Kyurem-Black for you. 188 with Adamant Nature hits like a truck. Like look at his attack set. It's not that impressive since level 50, but let's make it. Let's put it to level 100 and see what this attack set would look like. So now we have 465. See, so now it's a bit more impressive. But yeah, Kyurem-Black, like I said, Wall Breaker, very nice. Like I said, he has a lot of Pokemons, and Kyurem-Black loves to eat Pokemons up for breakfast. So yeah, next up we have Spätzle. Oh, so that's the Tangrowth. Random speed here, just not spread crit by like stuff like the Muck or something like that. 40 physical as well. This bulk is designed to deal with Keldeo, at least if he's a standard Keldeo. If he's Choice Specs Keldeo, this is enough physical bulk with the HP and defense, so I not 2-hit KO'd by Secret Sword. And this is enough special defense and HP with the Assault, so not 2-hit KO'd by like a Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Fire, something like that. Ice Wind is weaker than Hidden Power, so we don't need to talk about that. But Hidden Power Poison, for example, would make sense as well, since it is Zuma too. So I'm not 2-hit KO'd by that. Then the 20 attack is just there, so that Power Whip is a guaranteed OHKO versus the Diancie. Since Diancie is not the bulk, sadly it's not a guaranteed OHKO to Keldeo, but Keldeo is actually bulkier than Mega Diancie. And yeah, that's why I decided to run fully physical as well, so just have the Power Whip, it just demolishes Diancie. You might think he lives a hit, I only Giga Drain, he goes for Moonblast trying to KO me, thinking Giga Drain wouldn't kill him, boom, Power Whip, he's dead. And then we have like Knockoff to get rid of items, obviously, to hit the Lugia as well, and the Giratina for at least some damage. Then you have Poison Jab, which hits the Shaman for good damage, and of course can get some poison with other things, and then Earthquake here for stuff like the Empoleon, stuff like the Raikou. There we go, Raikou. Of course, it's a good check to Raikou as well if you Assault Vest. But since he didn't bring this last time, he might not think it has a good matchup, so it's... The IVs are designed for Keldeo, but obviously it deals with Raikou as well, but I didn't calculate like specifically what hits I want to take from Raikou. But yeah, that's Spätzle for you. Next up we have Pow, our Taunt Mandibuzz, and that's why I said Icy Wind on Jirachi might be nice, just so I can slow something down, so I can guarantee taunt it with my Mandibuzz, because obviously my Jirachi, I mean, other thing, I can just slow things down and then start flinching them. Monsters which will be faster than me. But yeah, Taunt might be nice. Then Roost for Recovery, leftovers obviously, and then Foul Play and U-Turn. This is enough speed actually to have the same as these. Let's see, 124. I was thinking about, do I go for no speed Lugia, but it just is, it's so unlikely that he has, even if he brings a bulky Lugia, that it's going to have no speed, because he definitely wants to outspeed some stuff. So yeah, this is enough special bulk, like this max HP and this 52 here, because this must switch into Giratina, because obviously I'm resistant to the Ghost Stab, which otherwise he can spam free versus my team. Dragon Pulse I take well, because this is actually enough bulk, so I can take a not to hit KO'd by Modest Thunderbolt from Giratina. So if you want a Dragon Pulse, I can take that especially well. Then we have Foul Play, which does good damage to everything, even the Lugia and Giratina, because they have decently high attack stats. And since they're Ubers, they always gonna have the good attack stats, and it does like good damage to everything as well, like the Bronzong, the Shaman, the Duck Trio. Not Umbreon to be fair, but I can just taunt that and U-turn out and all this good stuff, since I'm guaranteed faster than Umbreon. And yeah, that's basically Mandibuzz for you. Like I said, a very different approach, because this time I have actually 3 defensive mons. Last time I just pure offense, because I was thinking, okay, let's use Aerodactyl, let's use Scizor. I never brought them so far. Let's say, I want to bring them, and like usually I look at first, okay, which mon makes sense, and then I see which set I bring versus them. But there I was like, okay, I want to use this mon, which set makes sense. So, but this time, like this team, fun fact, this team I actually built before my other team, and then I noticed, oh wait, I will Emvee probably face for 2 weeks again, so let's build a new team. But yeah, this is the team. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Is it actually better than the other one? Is it worse? What's gonna happen? Is Emvee gonna bring the similar team? Is he gonna switch it up a lot as well, similar to me? All these questions, answer me in the comments, and yeah, be excited for the match tomorrow. I will see you there. Ciao.